Hey there, everybody. It's Aaron, and welcome to this week's Market Minutes. If you are in the market for a new home, track the market to get a sense of value of your current home, or just love looking at houses as much as we do, you know this is the show for you. Let's do this. All right, before we jump into the houses this week, just a quick update on the market. Spring has definitely sprung. We are seeing much more inventory this week, which is great news. On the negative side, interest rates are up a bit. We just had a client report that they were at 4.8 as of today. Still a great interest rate, and that should not stop you from finding a home that works for you and your family. But it's going to be an interesting week. We are seeing some things, especially out in Potomac, that are not popping in the first week. We've talked about condition in prior weeks, and we're still seeing that. And I think there's opportunity out there. Keep an eye on that stuff that's going just beyond that week mark. There could be a really nice move to get in something, especially in the below 900 range in Potomac. Just a heads up, let's jump into the houses. All right, let's kick it off this week in Bethesda in the Wildwood neighborhood, which you guys know I'm pretty obsessed with. I mean, who doesn't want to walk to Bethesda Bagels? 6104 Yorkshire Terrace just came to market at $1,179,000. This is really interesting. You're a block away from the shopping center. It's a rare colonial for that neighborhood, which is that neighborhood's mostly filled with mid-century moderns and some raised ramblers. This is a two-car garage colonial, clocking in at just under 3,000 square feet, which is super interesting. Nice size main level, good size living and dining room. Not a huge family room, but for the location, it's the right size. You get a galley kitchen here, which is probably the biggest downside to this house. I think that there's definitely potential to bump that out and really make this main floor work much better. Love the screen porch. 5 bedrooms up, which is crazy in this location, and 2 baths. You know, everything needs a little bit of work. The basement's finished, but needs a little bit of work. But at $1,179,000 in this location, I'm feeling it. I like it a lot. I think it's going to get an absolute ton of attention this weekend. I would not be surprised to see this end up closer to the 1.3 mark. If you are looking and you really want that walkability, Wildwood's the place. And for that reason, I'm going to go ahead and call it my hot deal of the week. I think this escalates. I'm going to guess it ends up right around the 1.3 mark. But I think it's a great play, and I think expanding it down the road, you could be really happy in this house in this location. Definitely check it out. All right, let's roll on out to Old Farm. 6706 Old Stage Road just hit the market at $925,000. This is a really interesting one. So this was originally a small split level, but it's been expanded in 2 ways. It's been expanded out the back, adding that huge family room, opening up that kitchen to that space. And then it's been expanded up, which added a primary suite, a walk-in closet, and primary bath. It looks like to me all done like in the early 90s would be my guess. It added an unbelievable amount of space to this model. What's interesting is that this house actually offers more overall space than some of the other ones we've seen in Old Farm recently that have been bringing huge numbers. It needs cosmetics, but we have been looking into this house, and it is a really solid, from an infrastructure standpoint. New windows, newer roof, new deck. So I think the person who comes in here with the vision to rework the cosmetics of this house could really end up being a winner. And I would also point out that we've seen these crazy escalations on the other homes in this neighborhood that were done. And I think those cosmetics not being in place for this one should keep it a little more chill, which means you can get it at a decent number and renovate it to your tastes. I think it's a great play. Definitely something I'd check out this weekend if you're looking in that North Bethesda area. All right, JT's with us this week. He's got a couple of competing resales of new construction homes in Kensington to talk about. JT, tell us what's up.
Hey, thanks, Aaron. There are some interesting developments in the Kensington neighborhoods of Parkwood and Kensington Estates. We've reported recently on some really rising prices with the new construction. New to the market this week, there are two newer construction houses that are actually competing against each other. So we're going to kind of do this together because they are fairly similar. 4125 Warner is hitting the market this week at $1,550,000. This is a 2017 build by Kehoe Construction, which is a fairly well-known and reputable builder in the area. The house is just over 4,400 square feet, and it has 5 bedrooms, 4 full baths, and a half bathroom. The lot is a little bit bigger than the other Warner house. It's just over 6,000 square feet. Moving just down the street, we have 4104 Warner hitting the market also this week at $1.4 million. This was built in 2015 by Foxhall Homes, which is also another very reputable and high quality builder in the area. This also has 5 bedrooms, 4 bathrooms, and a half bath. Pretty much every new construction in the last 20 years is very similar, with the open floor plan, huge kitchen to a family room, generally an office on the first level, and then 4 bedrooms and 3 bathrooms upstairs. They sneak another 5th bedroom in the basement and a powder room on the main level. What separates new construction is generally the finishes, the tray ceilings, the appliances. What's interesting here, and will be great to track for next week, is we've seen a huge rise in the new construction prices in these neighborhoods. And what we say to our clients is that there's always going to be new construction. And what that means is there's going to be downward pressure on the older homes. So these homes are 7 and 5 years old respectively. But the new construction in the area is selling in the 1.8 to even 1.9 range on Parkwood Drive backing to Rock Creek. So I do think that both of these properties are priced appropriately. The bigger, newer one is coming in at $1,550,000, and the slightly smaller one that is closer to Summit Avenue, which is a busier street, coming in at 1.4. Both are great value. I do think that they get attention. The space that they provide in this inventory-starved market is going to be highly sought after. There's a lot of buyers that are continuing to be frustrated, but again, with the rising interest rates, they're being more aggressive. So I think that both get attention this week and likely both go a little bit over asking price. That's all I got for this week. Back to you, Aaron.
Hey, thanks, JT. That's going to do it for this week, guys. Thanks, as always, for tuning in. If you're not doing so already, give us a follow on social at Jeweler Burton. If you know anybody who's getting into the market and think could use our assistance, please reach out. You know we'd love to help. Enjoy the weather. Have a great weekend, everybody. Later.